Hello everyone, welcome to Educare 247. This is the 8th lecture of Financial Awareness series. This series is very much useful for RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A examination. In our 8th lecture, we will be discussing role of MSMEs in Indian economy. We will discuss the significance of MSME sector, the challenges of MSME sector, and how we can mitigate the challenges of this sector. You must have seen in the news, the government has announced packages for this sector. We will discuss in the detail what are the packages and what are the reform government is proposing. Educare 247 has launched crash course for SEBI Grade A examination 2020. This crash course is useful for phase 1, phase 2 and interview stage. In this crash course, we are providing the complete syllabus of paper 2, GS of paper 1, topic wise MCQs will be provided. For each and every topic MCQs will be there. Our content is very crisp and concise. Live doubt session will be conducted. Right now we are running a discount. You can use the code SEBI to get 1000 rupees discount. Then your course fee will be 1999. You can visit our website educare247.com and subscribe to the course. To revive the Indian economy, Government of India has announced economic package under Atmanirbhar Abhiyan. Because of COVID-19 pandemic, Indian economy has been hit hard and government is trying to revive the economy. Government has announced 3 lakh crore collateral free assistance to micro, small and medium enterprises. It will be kind of sovereign credit guarantee. It means while giving the loan, banks will not ask for any collateral, but Government of India will provide the guarantee for that loan. So that is very important point. MSME sector have been hit badly due to lockdown imposed by the government to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. Even before the current crisis, MSME sector was facing the challenge. They were facing the challenge from the credit side and they were facing the challenge from the demand side. So this kind of reforms will help this sector to grow. But many experts are saying only a stimulus package will not be effective. Some adequate reform is required to revive this sector. So in this video, we are going to discuss the challenges of MSME sector and how government can curtail the challenges and revive the sector. To revive the MSME sector, government has proposed the revised definition. For micro enterprises, the investment should be 25 lakh. It was old definition, but according to the new definition, the limit has been increased and investment should be less than 1 crore and the turnover should be less than 5 crore. Similarly, for small enterprises, the investment should be less than 10 crore and the turnover should be less than 50 crore. For medium enterprises, the investment should be less than 20 crore and the turnover should be less than 100 crore. So government has increased the limit, and while increasing the limit, many new industries will fall under MSME and they can benefit what government is giving to them. So it will help to boost the overall MSME sector. Let us understand the significance of MSME sector in Indian economy. This is the second largest employment provider after agriculture in India. Almost 124 million people are employed in this sector. In this sector, 56 million enterprises is being operated across the industries, and 44% are enterprises are led by the women and 60% are based in rural areas. So these are the important stats. You can see the significance of this sector in Indian economy. It accounts for 8% of India's GDP. So you can see that almost 8% of GDP come from MSME sector, and 45% of merchandise exports are from MSME sector. So it is called the growth engine of the nation. This is very important. We must revive to our MSME sector. Let us understand the challenges pertaining to MSME sector. The first important challenge is lack of adequate and timely access to finance. Access to finance is the biggest challenge for MSME sector and it has almost constrained their growth. They are not able to grow because of excess of finance. MSME funding from banks has been stalled. A decision-making managers are reluctant to give loan to this sector. They are not willing to take chances in case the loans are going bad. IL and FS crisis has impacted NBFCs and it has led less access to finance to MSME sector. Because of liquidity crunch, the MSME sector are not able to invest in manufacturing, not able to purchase raw materials on time, and not able to access the new technologies, and it is impacting these industries in major ways. The next important challenge is technological disruption. MSME sector is based on obsolete technology, old technologies, and in the era of fourth industrial revolution where artificial intelligence, data analytics and robotics are there, these sectors are not able to cope up with the new technologies, so they are facing the major challenge from the new technologies. The next important challenge is regulatory challenge. MSME sector requires a lot of government services and approval. For that, the entrepreneur has to run one department to another department, from getting construction permit to enforcing contracts, paying taxes, trading across the borders. On all the steps, they are facing major challenge. There is not a single window there they can get all the services. Regulatory risk and policy uncertainty in the past have dented investor confidence, so investors are not willing to take chances because of policy uncertainty. There is a problem with scale also. Majority of the firm in MSME are micro enterprises, and MSME space is virtually a micro space formed by plethora of small and local shops, so scaling up is a big challenge for this industry. So these are the major challenges faced by the MSME sector. Now the question is how this sector can be revived. Government can take some step to revive this sector. The first step can be increasing domestic manufacturing capabilities. The government can play a crucial role in creating domestic manufacturing capabilities by leveraging proposed public procurement and projects. Government is running several mega projects like Sagarmala, Bharatmala, Industrial Corridor, and this can be used to boost the domestic manufacturing activities. Government can buy from MSME sector and this will boost the sector. This should be accompanied by simplifying the regulatory process. The next important step can be cluster manufacturing. Government can form a self-sufficient cluster manufacturing competence with cluster administrative authorities empowered to provide single window clearance to entrepreneurs and investors. So it will boost the MSME sector. Another important step could be leveraging Industrial Revolution 4.0. Disruptive technology is leading to job losses in traditional areas, but it is presenting new job opportunities in many new areas. Government, industry and academia should come together and identify the changing requirement in manufacturing and prepare an employable workforce. Also, Industrial Revolution 4.0 will boost the industrial supply chains in India. So government can use this technology and industry can identify the opportunity to use the new technology. Now there is a need to improve the ease of doing business. Although India has done very well in improving the ease of doing business, in 2014 our ranking was in ease of doing business index was 142, but in 2020 this ranking improved to 63. But many more reform is needed, especially in the field of land, labor and enforcing contracts. So if government will take care of this, it will lead to boost the growth in MSME sector. Another important point is making Indian products to match the global standard. Basically in India, the lack of harmonization has affected the Indian export. So if we are able to harmonize Indian quality standard, it will boost our product at the global level. In Make in India, we have given the slogan of zero effect, zero defect. Now this manufacturing tool can be implemented across the industry and we can produce the quality product which can match the global standard, so it will improve the overall MSME sector. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, like, share and comment and subscribe to Educare 247. Thank you and happy learning.